Labrenz, President and CEO of PureGold Mining. Today's a really exciting time for PureGold. We're on the cusp of production with our first million ounces set to start pouring. We've timed the project beautifully in the backdrop of some of the strongest gold prices in memory. Importantly, we're just beginning. We've taken a phased approach to unlocking value in our project, with resources already defined outside of our phase 1 mine plan. So let's talk about what we look for in a project. It's exactly the same as what investors, analysts, and other corporates look for in a project. There's 4 main things, and our mine has it all. It ticks every box. So location is number 1, grade, size, and growth. From a location perspective, we're located in Red Lake, Ontario, Canada. So why Red Lake? Well, we like to say there's 30 million reasons to like Red Lake. It's produced 30 million ounces of gold over the past 80 years, and it's become famous for some of the highest grade gold ever produced in a mine. It's a place where tier 1 companies are born, companies like Goldcorp, where Placer Dome made their bread and butter. And it's where many of us got our start in the career. In fact, myself, I was Chief Geologist at the Campbell Mine, part of the Red Lake Mine Complex, which in itself has produced 25 million ounces. Collectively, there's 6 of us on the board and management team who have deep Red Lake experience. So why do we like Red Lake? Well, first and foremost, it's located in Canada. There's no geopolitical risk, a strong regulatory framework. But importantly, when you look at Red Lake, it's the home to 30 million ounces of gold production, and not just gold production, but some of the highest grade production in the world. In fact, when I worked previously in Red Lake as Chief Geologist for the Campbell Mine, now part of the Red Lake Mine Complex, a mine that's operated continuously for 75 years, they were just drilling the beginning of what was known as the high-grade zone. That high-grade zone transformed Goldcorp from a multi-$100 million market capitalization to, at its peak, $45 billion by market cap. That kind of disruptive, transformative, high-grade discovery is what really makes me excited about being in the Red Lake area. And if you shift across to our own PureGold mine, we share the same geology, the same structure, the same timing. And in fact, we have a zone known as the 8th zone, which is our own high-grade zone. It sits about a kilometer below surface. It has drill holes that run as high as 4.3 meters at 466 grams, with sub-intervals into the thousands of grams per ton, and it's completely open for expansion. That's why I'm really excited to be in Red Lake. Let's touch on grade. High-grade deposits are rare. Large high-grade deposits are exceedingly rare, and our PureGold mine has both. It's expected to be the 4th highest grade mine in Canada at 9 grams per ton, and it ranks 16th worldwide. So that puts it in the 95th percentile globally in terms of grade. And what I find really exciting is we haven't even yet started to explore the extensions of the deposit. So it has grade, it also has size and heft. What's really unique about these types of deposits is they pack a huge punch in a relatively small footprint. They have incredibly deep roots. They continue for kilometers at depth. And so going into this acquisition, when we started on this project, it was very clear. And the clear thing was the real prize is yet to be found. Thus far, we've drilled off a 2.1 million ounce indicated resource at 9 grams per ton, an inferred resource of 500,000 ounces. We have 1 million ounces in our phase 1 mine plan, and we'll be in production before the end of the year. And finally, growth. We think we've barely scratched the surface. If you look at the footprint of our gold system, it rivals the Red Lake Mine Complex down the road, which has produced 25 million ounces. They're basically the same scale. I'm really excited about the discoveries we've made along our 7-kilometer long mineralized corridor. And I think we're just getting started. We are Canada's next gold mine, and we're coming on stream into a very strong gold market. So why invest in PureGold now? Well, we are the next gold mine to come on stream in Canada. We think that we're perfectly timed. We're in a rising gold market. And importantly, being in Canada, we benefit from a weak Canadian dollar with all of our pricing in Canadian dollars. And so if you think about the typical value curve for a mining company, we're at that point where we transition and re-rate coming into production. But importantly, we're already thinking about what's next. By taking a phased approach to a scalable mine, we're thinking about resources that lie outside of our mine footprint. In fact, these are already defined. They're open for expansion. We're drilling today to grow those resources. And ultimately, our goal is to convert them into a future expanded mine plan. And so while we're really excited to be on the cusp of production with strong cash flow benefiting from a period of margin expansion, unlike any we've seen in recent memory, we think the real value is yet to come as we continue to explore, to expand our deposit and look towards that expansion in the near term. So what do you see for the next 2 years for PureGold? Well, we are again on the cusp of production. Our first 1 million ounces will start pouring in the very near term. We will generate strong cash flow to fund our organic growth strategy. If you look at our deposit, it lies within a 7-kilometer long mineralized corridor. We've made multiple discoveries along that mineralized corridor. We've grown resources, and we've begun to thought about how they might be mined. Our goal is to continue to grow those resources outside of the phase 1 mine footprint with a view to looking to an expanded mine plan and expansion of our production profile and our cash flow. That work starts immediately. In fact, we've already begun. And so what you can look for in the very near term is an updated resource, which will capture all of the drilling that we've completed since the last resource update. In fact, it's about 400 drill holes. An ongoing aggressive exploration program, which includes today 2 drill rigs turning at surface, looking to grow those resources, and drilling from underground, where we look to convert resources to reserves in the footprint of our existing mine plan. Longer term, we'll be looking to crystallize our view and strategy of expansion through early stage economic studies. So while it's a really exciting time for PureGold with production set to commence in the coming weeks, what's really exciting is the future as we look to grow with an organic growth platform in the heart of Red Lake.